Is that not what we were doing?
That's what you were doing. It's great. Hi, I'm Sora.
Hello, I'm Saffron.
Welcome to Strangers in Fiction. I had the thought earlier that maybe we could change it to We Are Strangers in Fiction, but I was like, nah, we have a thing. It works. It's fine.
We can change it whenever we like. We're
We
literally
can.
the rule makers here. That's okay. We are two strange people in fiction.
We really are, though.
Yeah. Deep within the confines of the fictional world, not really on the planes of reality at any point of my day. I don't know about you. Very much in Delulu land at all times.
I try. I try not to make too much contact with this reality.
It fucking sucks.
It does. It sucks a lot.
So that's why we create fictional worlds or read fictional things, because real life is fucking awful and terrifying. Oh, that's not true. Some things are cool, like chocolate and dogs and stuff, but not together. Unless it's a dog-shaped chocolate, in which case that's fine.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
Have you been?
I've been pretty good. I've been pretty good. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
picking up Dog Eve today, so I'm unbearable.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I'm just like looking at my fictional. I don't have a watch on, but I keep looking at my watch. I'm like, when is it tomorrow? I'm so excited. I didn't sleep well last night because I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a whole thing of like Disney princess levels of delusion, and I'm gonna be dancing around with the Hoover, and the dog's gonna be dancing as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Half of that conversation happened in my head, and I realised as I said it didn't make any sense. So I was like, okay, I'm going to describe the scene now, and it still was a bit weird.
It made sense though. Like
okay.
I could follow the train of thought. I could follow the logic.
Glad one of us could, because I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus. I was like, oh, just keep talking. At some point, like occasionally, I've been like, I can do an accent. And then I just start making a sound, and nothing of that accent comes out. And I think, oh, I'll workshop it as it's coming out. Story of my life. Anyway, what have you been up to?
Succeeding. That's what I've been up to.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that.
Me too. It's fantastic.
It.
Okay. All right. For 6 months, I have been in the doldrums on book 2. I've been struggling to get some kind of momentum going, some kind of something happening, and it just wasn't happening for me. And then the day before yesterday, I think, let me look it up in my bullet journal because I take notes on stuff sometimes. Yes, the day before yesterday, I had an epiphany. It was the dumbest epiphany I've ever had in my entire life, but I remembered that as the author of this thing I'm writing, I'm allowed to change stuff in it.
Yes!
Yes, I'm allowed to change stuff. And I realized, like, sort of all at once, why my absolute love obsession for this project had completely died. Like, on the cutting room floor. Just, nope, I don't care about it anymore. I hate it. It sucks. It's ruined. I figured out that I've fucked up the end of book 1. And I also fucked up the early part of book 2. So, like, I basically accidentally accelerated the main character's arc.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
So, like, there was way too much badassery happening all at once, way before I'd planned to. And then I was like, wait, what if I just scooted those forward in time? I don't hate it anymore. What?
So good. That's so good. I'm so pleased.
Right? Yeah. Aww. And also the second thing was fucking up my tone. Like, it destroyed my setting. But I'm okay with changing it later once I've had my tone and my setting the way I want it for a while, so that it's a twist instead of like, oh, this is how it is now. It's always been that way. So it fixed everything. And then yesterday I had a shower thought that fixed it again, but better.
You're on a fucking roll.
Yes. It like reversed a little bit of that, but it fixed more problems than I had previously solved. Like the shifting the second thing in book 2 forward in time only fixed a few problems. But if I just move it back and make this one little change, everything works perfectly.
Do you think that the mouse you trod on was magic? Discuss. I nearly passed out. I realised that if nobody listened to the previous episode,
they would have no idea.
It was already dead, and she was wearing shoes. Continue.
I don't think that the mouse I trod on was magic. But I do think I hit enough of a rock bottom with this like problem-solving stint that I was on, and I gave up on it with enough despair that my brain was able to take the pieces of rubble that was book 2 and make magic out of it, like it does sometimes.
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah, like I cleared enough space in my head that ideas started happening. So lesson learned, I hope. Next time, just let go of the problem whenever it's not working. Like, okay, that's not working. I'll get rid of it now. It's fine.
Easier said than done, and It's okay if it happens again.
It's probably going to happen again because I'm extremely stubborn. I try to make stuff work even when it's not going to work.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
It's just part of your character and something that you can work on if you wish to. But it's good that you have found another mechanism that can hopefully dig you out of a place where you feel stuck. And that's really cool. So there you go.
I just remembered what it was that did the thing.
Tell me.
And I feel stupid for forgetting now, but it's fine. I haven't slept. So the thing that unlocked the magic in my head was rambles. I had completely stopped doing them. Nobody has noticed. February. Nobody's noticed. Oh, okay. But you, right? Yes. The last episode that I posted was in February. Mm-hmm. The last thing that I recorded was probably like a month or 2 later. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, these aren't helping anymore, so I'll just not do them anymore. Mm-hmm. And that was the exact wrong thing to do. The reason they weren't helping is because I'd started posting them. So instead of talking about my emotions that I need to process and my process, and like the story and the nuts and bolts of it, I was just being really performative. I was just speaking to an audience who wasn't really listening. But that's not even really important. I wasn't doing the thing for myself anymore. So it was really easy to stop because it just wasn't helping. But then I remembered by chance. No, I don't remember why I remembered, but it wasn't by chance. It was something. I remembered that rambles are really helpful for me. And I realized I'm not doing them. I haven't been doing them for a while. They weren't helping for even longer. I wonder if that's part of the reason why I've been stuck for so long. So it only took me 3 days of rambling into a microphone while I have my coffee. And that's when magic happened.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Ramble into a microphone. It's helpful.
Honestly, verbalizing stuff makes it actually make sense, because you can have all these things like jostling around in your brain, but until you like say them out loud, then they may never make sense, or you may never be able to put them into a cohesive place.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I say things out loud, I then have to go, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. But no, I'm really pleased for you. I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you. I'm really pleased for me too.
I bet.
Yeah, I haven't had time to sit down with it and actually like really try to get to work. I did spend a couple of hours dismantling my outline when I had the first epiphany. Like, okay, I'm just going to start changing stuff and see if this works better. And I've been meaning to restructure things and reorganize things there for a while anyway. So I spent some time on that, but I haven't actually started drafting the new stuff that's in my head. But there's new stuff there. There's so much new stuff. Oh, it's great. It's great.
Good.
Yeah. But
you sound really positive about it, and it's
Yes.
nice to hear you talk about it with excitement rather than, I haven't done anything, or I've not done what I wanted to do.
Yes. Yes. I have dog energy right now, puppy energy. I'm super excited. I'm like vibrating with anticipation. I love the thing again. And I hadn't for a long time.
Ooh, I'm gonna cry.
I know.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so happy.
And the world is happy with you.
Thank you.
Not the whole world.
Not the whole world.
Shit going on, but the people that care about it will be happy.
Sweet. What about you? How have you been? What's been going on with you?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I have a very, very long to-do list, and I had a day on Monday where like health things got the better of my day, and I was horizontal pretty much the entire day, which obviously then was a bit of a guilt spiral. And then I ended up doing loads on Tuesday to make up for it, so that I could justify disassociating for 24 hours. But no, I have a friend coming to stay in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
I think when this episode goes out, she'll be here. And so I'm like advanced editing things and creating spotlights and stuff so that I can schedule them and I don't have to look at it, because last time she came to visit was over the Christmas period, and that's when I was building the website. So I actually didn't really speak to her, and she spent about $3,000 on flights being here for Christmas. And I was like, I'm going to be building my website. And she was literally here playing Tetris on my couch whilst I was doing the finishing touches and hit the publish button. So I want to prioritize time with her. So
That's
I've
a solid
been
friendship, though. Like,
she's a good egg.
yeah.
I put up with her shit. She puts up with my shit. It's a pretty good deal, to be honest.
There you go. Yeah, that's all you can really ask for in a friendship.
Yeah. But no, we've known each other a really long time, and we just. I feel like it's all the negative things about each other as a friend, like, are so tiny in comparison to all the good things that we get out of the friendship, and sometimes it's one-sided, and that's fine, because we've seen that it kind of levels out over a period of time. So sometimes I don't have the battery for her, but she's there for me. So I don't know, I just want to show that I appreciate her time. So
That's so sweet.
I fucking love her. She's like my sister. But yeah, so she's always been really supportive of all the stuff that I'm doing, and there was one time that she came to visit, and I did a dramatic reading of Blackout for the first few chapters. She sat there with a glass of wine, like, I'm so proud. It's like just like a little cheerleader. But yeah, so that's happening soon. Dog's happening soon.
Yes.
I hope that she and the house dog get on, because if house dog tries to eat her, then we can't keep her. So we're just going to see. We are working with a behavioural vet and a trainer, just saying we're not doing anything stupid, but she's going to appear in another episode. I'm hoping the next one.
Yes. That's so exciting. I don't know that you have talked about dog before.
Yes. Her name's Paisley.
Yes.
Paisley.
It's such an adorable name.
I know. We didn't name her. She's a rescue. But she's been in foster for like 18 months. And we were told that she was like this little scared little thing, and she was really scared of men, and she would like, if you raise your voice, she like flattens to the ground, and she kind of just doesn't really want to be around people. As soon as we arrived, she was sniffing my husband's leg, she climbed on my lap and had cuddles, she was putting her head under my armpit, and the foster lady was like, foster mum, she was like, I've not seen her that excited to see strangers before. And I was like, she chose us, so we have to take her home now.
Yeah. Don't make the rules. Don't make the rules.
Just going to enforce them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm very excited about that. So That's
super exciting.
It is exciting. So a lot of preparation for visitors and hopefully permanent residents. And preparing lots of things. So my writing has just taken a backseat, because every time I go to do it, I'm like, fuck, I need to do this thing because that's supposed to come out tomorrow, and blah, blah, blah. So, is it manufactured procrastination in some weird way? Probably. It's the fear of finishing. It will happen by the end of the year. I'm the kind of person that pushes things to the very fucking last minute. And I can't function by doing things that far in advance. And I find I should have done all of the editing and all this shit that I'm doing now a month ago, but I haven't. I'm doing it a week before it's supposed to be all done. So I live in the chaos. I'm a chaos goblin. I can't help it. I'm just here scurrying around in the darkness, drinking coffee, and occasionally reading books. Well, actually, I read a lot, but I've read a couple of... I'm in the process of reading a beta, which is like book 2 of a book that I had arc read. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't know if they're talking about it yet, but it's a apocalyptic sort of scenario, and I really liked the first one. So I get to do that, and I read 300, I think, ish pages of somebody's first draft just to give them a kind of overview of, is it working? It has multiple characters, when they I can't remember what it is, but it's like third person, but each chapter is a different set of characters or whatever. It's huge cast. Huge cast. There are like maybe 4 or 5 main character perspectives, and most of those are like 2 people. So it was a lot, but I enjoyed it because the chapters are very short. So I gave that feedback this week, which was cool. I decided that I call people now. It's easier. Instead of writing feedback, I give them a call. I ask first. I'm not like, pick up the phone, bitch, I'm going to tell you what I thought about your book. It's more like, hey, this is going to be easier if I can talk to you about it. So that's really helpful, and I found that I can then provide much better feedback to people, but I'm going to slow down on that because as I said the other day, I get too many requests to read people's stuff, and I think I'm now just going to pick things that I like the sound of, that I know I'm actually going to really enjoy, because time's precious and I don't get enough time to read the books that I choose on purpose.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Yeah,
being discerning about your commitments, not overcommitting yourself is important.
It is.
Yeah.
For sustainability.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing. It's just stuff for other people all the time. Yeah. That's that really. Can't stop thinking about that dog.
I know.
Oh, honestly.
She's so cute.
I'm fucking unbearable at the moment. I keep like shouting across the house, like, Maisie! I'm so excited. Like a little kid. So that's going to be my entire Twitter feed from now until she dies.
I mean, I'm sure you'll still post about like the website and your work every once in a while.
What I realised is that her fur colour is actually very similar to the colour palette of the website.
It is.
So, coincidence? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't pick her on purpose.
Right. But she could totally be a mascot.
Yeah, she will be, I think.
Yeah. That's adorable. I love it.
Yeah. Cute. Oh dear. So, have you had the chance to read much stuff recently?
Yes.
Like you've had the time to?
Yes, I've had the time, and I have. I don't know if we've talked about it. I read through, what is it called? It's the first book in the series, The Amber Isle by
How
Ashley
was that?
Capes. It was so good.
Oh yay! I'm so
Yes.
glad. I'm so
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed the prologue,
glad.
and I'm glad that I read the prologue first.
Okay.
But like, that's just because I prefer to do things in chronological order, because my memory is shit. So if I read things out of chronological order, there's no putting it in the right order in my head. It will just always be out of order. Which is why I forget that I can change stuff. When I establish canon, I don't like to do anything with it. Like, that's when I write something, that's how it happens. And then I can branch out from that. So, like, things stay solid. Because otherwise, everything is just completely fucking arbitrary. And I'm just like, all right, infinite decisions. Which set of you is correct?
Because what if you pick the wrong one and it's shit forever?
Yeah. I mean, that won't happen, but like, it's not even about that I'm afraid of choosing the wrong decision. It's that I just can't do it. I get analysis paralysis. I just get decision fatigue. When all things are equal, I don't know how to prioritize. So, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Time horizon. You were talking about not being able to do things like until the very last minute on stuff.
Yes,
That's
the panic
because,
drives me.
your time horizon is kind of short. Same. If I don't procrastinate till the last minute on something, I'm doing it too early.
Yeah.
Like, basically, this week and next week are real. After that, it's theoretical. That's the future.
Although I feel that you probably plan further ahead than me still.
I try, and it's not natural for me, but I succeed sometimes. So
That's cool.
But that's because I've found tools that work for me sometimes, and I use them sometimes.
Sometimes it's better than no times.
Yeah. Inconsistently good is better than consistently not good. Anyway, yes, I read.
That was a struggle, wasn't it?
I read The Amber Isle, and I enjoyed it. I liked that I read the prologue first because it gave me a good background that was relevant, but not like immediately super critically important.
Okay.
It was just like, that's you know where he's been to get where he is now.
Cool.
New characters, new monsters, new stuff. It was fun.
Cool. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Was it a large book?
No, it was
Oh, it's a novella series, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was like 158 pages.
That's so
No,
digestible.
that sounds too familiar. That 58 pages, or was it 56 pages? I try to remember the page counts on everything we read.
Oh, that's nice. I don't.
And yeah, and I succeed sometimes. I think it was in like the 150s. And it was a short little jaunt. I think I finished it in about 2 or 3 hours. So it was fun. Cool. It was a little adventure.
Oh, do you think you'll read the next one?
Oh yeah, I've got it already in my Kindle library. I queued it up.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
And I'm planning on getting the paperbacks. Like, the first 3 are available in ebook. I still need the 3rd one. And then I'm going to start with the paperbacks. 4 and 5 are like 1 volume, and then 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all paperbacks. And they're going to be up there. It's going to be great.
I was almost a book flex then when you did that.
Yeah.
No, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Yeah. That's good stuff. It's really good when you can find an author who you can pretty much like read anything they put out and you're like, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like that with Katie Carlisle, honestly. Anything she writes, I'm like, just give it to me, I'll consume it. Even if it's not my kind of thing, I'm like, I'll read it. I'll read it. Yeah. Stephen King's not one of those for me. I have a couple of his books up here. I've got to say, you like it dark? It's not that good. It was fine. I haven't finished it yet. There was this one story that my sister-in-law said that I should just keep going with it, but it's fucking long. For a short story, it's like a third of the whole collection, because it's a collection of shorts. And I'm like, just fucking get on with it sometimes. I can't... I was having this little discussion in the Idiosyncrasy Discord server. If you want a link, comment in this video and I will send it to you. That I have a deep respect for fantasy sci-fi authors, people that have like these large worlds and they're very descriptive, but fuck me, do I not have the attention span for stuff. And I'm reading this thriller at the moment. It's so long. It's so long. There were like 90 pages before blood was spilled and I was like, fucking hell, this needs to happen quicker. Stab someone. Not in real life, in the book. In the book. I was like, I was so annoyed because once it got to that point, I was like, it should have started 10 pages before the violence for me, for my attention span. Because I go, oh fuck yeah, I'm reading. That's what happens to me. And it's so annoying. Or I'll find that my eyes are like running across the lines
without
and
any
I'm
comprehension,
saying the words, but then I go, how did I turn the page? I wasn't reading it. Oh, honestly.
Yeah.
Also, it was this pink book here, A Touch of Jen, was the one that I couldn't finish the other week. I gave it the wrong name, but it was A Touch of Jen. I really wanted to like it. I couldn't.
It's cute. Like, look at that cover. It's adorable.
Yeah, it's got like a... I'm not going to get it out because I don't want to promote it because it's not very good, but it's got like a lady bending over on the front, and I was like, in the horror section, oh, go on. No. The horror didn't happen. And I'm a third of the way through the book, and I went, no thanks, Jen. A little bit of put you back on the fucking shelf. That's what happened. So, yeah. I was itching my knee. I don't know if that's audible.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, cool. I've been bitten.
Bitten by...
mosquitos.
Okay.
Not a person. I'm about to turn into a zombie. That's why I look tired. No, I went outside for 5 seconds and got 15 mosquito bites on my legs. Why am I so delicious? I'm so delicious. I'm a buffet for these cunts and I can't stop them from fucking biting me. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
That was my rant about mosquitoes. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. I've lived in areas that do mosquitoes really bad, and it's not fun. Because, yeah, everyone's delicious. We all have blood.
Delicious, delicious blood.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they can bite through clothes. I don't know if it's technically biting. Don't come at me, mosquito fans, alright? I don't know if it's technically biting, but through my clothes? What am I supposed to go out in fucking body armour? Kevlar fucking trousers? No, not in this heat. I don't think so.
But would that even keep the mosquitoes out? Like,
I don't know! They've
know.
got long faces. They've got little things. They get through there. I sound like Donald Trump. I'm going to stop that. No,
okay.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's something I can complain about for a bit longer.
Cool.
Mosquitoes. Anyway. And I accidentally... showing my levels of intelligence being very low here. I use this like cortisone... Is it cortisone rollerball thing that is supposed to stop itching, and then it didn't stop the itching, so I scratched it, and I was like, oh, what's that in my teeth? Put my finger in my mouth, and managed to get the cortisone liquid in my mouth. So there's me, frantically, 20 minutes before we started recording today. Googling, can this kill me? While I'm trying to rinse my mouth out with one hand, and I'm like freaking out, thinking, oh fucking hell, she's not going to believe me that I'm going to be late because I'm on the phone to poison control because I scratched my leg and put my finger in my mouth. Oh! It's fine, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to give me muscles because it's a topical steroid. That's not how it works.
It's fine.
It's absolutely fine. It's okay.
Is that what the inside of your mug says? Everything is fine?
Oh! Yes!
That's
very funny.
That's
yes.
perfect. Do you have tea or coffee?
Coffee. It's a decaf, though.
Okay.
Because I've got acid reflux.
Oh.
And I have to take acid blockers because I'm apparently an elderly woman. So that's fun. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, acid reflux isn't just for the elderly.
I was being silly.
Yeah. No, I had stress-related acid.
Young women. You had it stress-related?
Yeah, I had stress-related acid reflux like when I was a kid. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not very nice.
No, I was a very anxious child, apparently.
Oh.
I wonder why.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did you have any other weird physiological stress symptoms as a child?
Yeah, like I wasn't exactly a hypochondriac, but I was basically always ill. I had like no immune system, but I wasn't technically immunocompromised. I just was always sick. So.
Oh, what about now? Do you still get pretty sick?
Fine.
Oh, then you were building up the immune system.
Well, and also a lot of it was environmental. Now I have a lot less stress in my life.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Pleased to hear that. I used to get hives when I was excited.
Oh, that's not fun.
It's kind of weird, though, isn't it? So, yeah. That. What are your plans for the rest of the week?
For the rest of the week, it's Thursday. So the rest of the week is today and tomorrow. I do have plans for today and tomorrow.
That's nice. What you doing?
Well, my Frank, my person I married, he's here right now, so
Yay.
That's nice. It means I have someone to actually cook for instead of just myself. So I did a lot of cooking yesterday, and I'm going to do some more cooking today.
Nice.
Like I don't typically do like plan ahead, start stuff the night before you actually want to eat it sort of stuff. And I don't typically cook 2 meals at the same time, but I did that last night.
Awesome.
Yeah. I felt like a real adult with a real kitchen with actual recipes in her repertoire. It was I felt good.
What did you cook?
So one of them was just really easy. I did butter chicken. It was just, I cooked some chicken and I had some butter chicken sauce and I just tossed it in the pan. And then I made some rice. And, that turned out fantastic because I didn't actually make the, curry-based sort of dish sauce myself. And I started, I believe it's pronounced chashu pork for some ramen that I'm going to make tonight. Like, I have decided that I don't want to go out to eat ramen anymore. I want to make it at home because it's much cheaper. Yes. And holy crap, it's fantastic.
Okay. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there enough for me? Can I come over for dinner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
There was
I'll start driving now.
Much. Okay.
You might need to keep it hot in the microwave.
I could just let it simmer on the stove instead of microwaving it constantly for I don't know how many days.
Would be probably ineffective. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Yep. There was way too much left over last time, so I'm glad that I have a person here to help me eat it this time.
Good.
Yeah. I'm so bad about leftovers.
And you're like, I don't want to have that anymore.
I just get so sick of it. Yeah.
Yeah. There are very few things that I will have leftovers with.
Yeah.
Word.
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 Preposition. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at me showing off my parts of speech. Flex.
Shit, we know
God,
words.
I have not had enough sleep.
When's the last time you actually slept for more than like 5 minutes?
But I did sleep for more than 5 minutes, not last night, but the night before.
Okay.
But I haven't had a full night's sleep in several days.
Oh.
So yeah, hopefully tonight I will take my medication and fall asleep in a timely fucking manner. Like a human being.
What do you do when you can't sleep? Do you like
What don't
set
I
up
do?
at your computer? Do you read? Do you cook ramen?
That depends on what kind of mood I'm in. I will try not to lay in bed for more than like 20 minutes at a time, because apparently that is not helpful. Like if you don't fall asleep within 20 minutes, it's probably not going to happen. You should get up, do something that doesn't tell your brain it's daytime. So don't look at a computer screen. And then come back, try to sleep again.
Okay.
So I try to, get out of bed, usually look at my phone. What else are you going to do in this day and age? I could pick out a book, but then I'm invested and I won't sleep at all. So I can't read to fall asleep. I can't do it. I'll pace a lot. I'll just like think. It's good thinking time.
Oh, okay. Sometimes it's good thinking time.
Yeah. Not quite as good as shower time. Like with the shower thoughts. Just I feel so blessed by the muse recently. I can't get over it. Thank God.
You're very giddy. It's nice.
Yes, I also haven't slept.
Giddy, losing it a bit, similar.
It's the same thing.
It looks very similar.
Yeah. It feels very similar.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Some sort of weird euphoria of confusion.
Yep, that's that. Exactly.
Do you dog ear books?
I do not. I have a collection of bookmarks that are finally no longer in storage so that I can use them. But I will always use something as a bookmark. A lot of times it's a receipt. A lot of times it's just a random scrap of paper. Sometimes it's a sticky note. Sometimes I have sticky tabs. But, I have a small collection of bookmarks that I enjoy.
Do you crack the spines of books?
I used to. And then I realized, oh, hey, that actually drastically shortens the life of the book. Because I have a collection of paperbacks that the spines are all completely fucked. Like they are curved this way. And they will never go back to their original shape. And that makes me sad. So I prefer hardcover books now because that cannot happen.
Yeah.
And, they don't necessarily like look nicer, but they have a heft to them that I appreciate. So, yeah.
You reread books, don't you?
I don't typically reread books, but
Where
What?
did I get that from?
I don't know.
This is someone else.
Maybe. But like I am on a kick right now with regards to maybe I have mentioned that I'm rereading a lot of stuff that I have read before for research purposes.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So you didn't get that out of nowhere.
I was like, fuck for that, because that happens. I just sort of make shit up sometimes. I'm like, did that happen? And people are like, No,
No?
you fucking mentalist. No, I'm a one and done kind of gal, so I will crack the shit out of a spine.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a visual to tell me I've read that book.
In case you forget what the book is about?
Yes,
Okay.
I will absolutely start a book again by accident and go,
Oh, okay.
why is this familiar? Because I read the blurb and I think, well, that sounds like something I'd like. And it is something I'd like, because I fucking read it already. And I can't keep track of what I've read. And sometimes I'll forget the name of it. I don't know who wrote it. It's only since doing this thing that I've been doing, where I'm getting to know the people, that I actually remember the names. Or even the covers, because I'm looking at them all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas,
that's very cool. Like, it's so awesome. I love that.
It's very cool. It's very cool. But like, there are books that. So if what the fuck was that? If I finish a book on my Kindle, I will delete it once I'm done with it, because then I know I've read it and that's not on my reading list.
Okay. But it still saves in your library, right? Like, you don't just
I'm not sure.
get rid of the. Okay.
Well, I delete it. I get rid of it, and it's not on the device anymore.
Okay.
And there have been instances where I've gone, okay, I want a new thriller, and so I'm just scrolling through it. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Oh, that sounds very interesting. And then I get like a chapter in, and I think, when did I read this? Because I'm sure I did. And then sometimes I'll keep going because I think, well, I don't really remember what happened. And then I'll accidentally read most of a book, and I'll go, I fucking know what happens at the end now. And then I stop reading it because what's the point? Because I know what happens.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, the point of reading, the point of writing, the point of interacting with a story is to find out what happens.
Yeah.
And once you know what happens, it's a completely different experience. You can only do that once. And in my heart, I feel the same way as you about that. There's just no point. I don't want to do it again. I don't understand people who like obsessively reread stuff. It's like, there are other books. Like, it's okay. You can read other books. You can make other friends. I promise. Those are not the only characters in existence. I know you love them, but there are other people you could also love over here and here and freaking everywhere. This person over here. I don't know why they're over here. I don't understand them.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Annotating books. I'm not dogging on people. It's just something that I can't do. Unless somebody's asked me to like look over something, because I'll make notes and I'll be like, this doesn't make any sense, or you've used that word twice in the same sentence, or whatever. I can't understand the people who, I love that they love it, keep doing it because it's cute, but I don't get it. Where they've got like their special highlighters and little like tab things, and at the end they're like, well, finished annotating my book, and they like do little videos about all the 100 tabs that are in it, and I'm like, I can't stop long enough if the book's good to make those kind of assessments.
Yeah.
I can't dwell on it.
Yeah, like the point of the book is to sort of get lost in it. And if you're thinking enough that, oh, I've got to stop here because I need to make this note, and then you stop and you make the note, then you've got to find your place again, and you've got to get back into it. And if you're just constantly stopping and starting like that, it's a completely different experience. And like, I can understand the appeal of like the analytical sort of like intellectual, almost scholarly pursuit of that, because I'm kind of doing that with the stuff that I'm rereading. It's also a chore.
Well, it's for specific research to write something else.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
Different.
It is. I'm not doing it because I like for the pure enjoyment of it. I'm doing it to make my life easier, so that I have like basically my own encyclopedia, like Wikipedia of the relevant information that I actually need, instead of what other people have decided is relevant. Because there isn't enough information on the internet to like not supplicate, not supplant. substitute, it's an S word, reading the books again. So, yeah.
What I can get on board with is the color-coded tabs that people use. There are new kinds of sticky note now because of all this. I like what it's done for the stationery industry. Big fan of that. The only times I've seen it outside of trying to get views on videos are people who study the Bible and those who do that for school. I've not done it since I was 15, 16. No, that's a lie. I did a degree when I was 30. I did it then. But that was like textbook stuff. Yeah, to me it feels very strange. I can kind of look at it at a distance and go, I can see why people enjoy doing that. That's very cute. Or, it's nice that people have the hobbies. That shouldn't be taken away from anything. I just don't think that I could ever do that on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have like a natural inclination toward it, it is pretty rough. I speak from experience. But it's fine. I do enjoy annotating nonfiction books that make me think. Like if I have some kind of response to the text, I'm like, I have to write this down. But I won't write it in the book. I'll write it on a sticky note and then put that where that goes.
Okay. So you don't graffiti?
No, I don't do that. I like to keep books in good condition if and when possible. So I'm enjoying purchasing them secondhand from libraries because they come with that like cellophane
the plastic
cover. Yeah, the plastic cover. I want to do that with all of my books. You
can get them.
Yeah, I know. I was like, can I do this? Is that a thing that I could do as a private individual and not a library? Google, help me out. And it was like, yeah, sure, fuck yeah. You can just purchase these materials. They are available to the general public. I was like, fuck, this is going to be expensive, but it'll be awesome. So one day I'm just going to have a library. It'll be a legit library. I'm so excited.
What are the requirements for it to be classed as a library? Is it like 1,000 books or something? There's like
I have no idea.
There's a number that if you have that many books or more, then it is technically classed as a library.
Okay.
I think it's that many around 1,000 or something.
Okay.
You'll get there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have something like 250 in storage, and I have more than 50 on the shelves behind me now. So,
a third of the way there.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. But, I've been collecting them all my life, and I've only gotten rid of a very few books in my life. I will hang on to them forever. Even if I have, well, I can't say that. Even if I know I will probably never get around to reading them, I still prefer to keep them.
What would cause you to rid yourself of a book?
I don't know. I think it depends on what I want to do with that book specifically. Like, do I want to gift it to someone? Do I want to donate it to a library? Do I want to sell it? Because, that's just more convenient, and at least I'm getting 32 cents for it after I paid, I don't know how much. I do buy a lot of my books, most of my books secondhand. I don't feel badly doing that for trad publishing. I don't do that for indie publishing. Everything that I've purchased new. And I'm going to continue doing that. Cool. So, yeah. What about you? What's your library like? How do you do the do you get rid of books once you've read them, or do you hang on to them forever?
Good question. I am in a weird transitional phase with my book collection because I had a lot of books when I was in England.
Okay.
And to bring them over was more expensive than just repurchasing those books. And if I've already read them, I don't see the point in repurchasing them. So I don't get rid of them. I like to have them in case I know someone that might like to read something. So I'm missing quite a few because I give them away to people and I say give it back to me when you remember or whatever. Some of these have like travelled to and from England because I wanted people to be able to enjoy them. I have it set out in like genre groups and in no particular order because I like to have them different sizes and different shapes and different colours. Because then if I get another one, I can just put it anywhere and I don't have to reorganize it every time because I can't work like that. And then these are like, I don't know if anyone can see them in the thing, but one side is like psychology books that I find interesting or that I've collected over the years. And then I've got like these ones are ones I've borrowed off of people that I need to remember to give back. So yeah, I don't have like I've got quite a number of like memoirs and psychology books and books about serial killers and stuff because I find them interesting. I like learning about humans and what humans do and what depths of depravity human beings can get into in real life. I much prefer that over made up stuff. So when I read something that's like horror or thriller based, I very rarely will go for something that is like paranormal on purpose, unless it's Janelle Shikey who wrote The Clatterman. I don't know where it is on the shelf. I can't see it properly. Her paranormal stuff is just so fucking good. I'll read anything she puts out. I want to be able to read about a character or learn about a character and go, I know them. Or that is absolutely something that somebody would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because humans are fascinating. They are, humans to me are way more fascinating than anything made up.
Why
because I can interact with it on a daily basis.
Okay.
And I can pick up things about people and I can go, you have a tendency to do such and such and blah, blah, blah. And I find myself being incredibly analytical of people's body language and the way they interact with me. And I can tell very quickly when people don't want to talk to me. In which case I go, well, it's nice seeing you. And then I walk off because I think, I don't want to have this conversation if you don't. So, yeah, I look at people's body language a lot and I feel other people's emotions. I'm not an empath, but I can feel people's emotions and not in like an airy-fairy way, but it makes me deeply uncomfortable when somebody is not okay. And not in a case of like, ooh, get away from me. It's like, okay, I want to fix that. I want to fix
this, yeah.
So I also live in this constant state of I'm assuming everybody's pissed off at me at all times because I'm very annoying. So I'm just always watching for like, are people just fucking sick of me? I am.
You're not annoying.
Wait till I get this fucking dog. I will be, and I'm annoying everyone in the house because I'm so excited. But yeah, so I think that's probably why, because I want to interact with the story in person. And I can't do that if I have to use my imagination for it all. And that's probably where this like love of horror and things come from, because one of the jobs that I've had in my life, I have seen people who are not nice doing very not nice things. And you kind of go, okay, that's fascinating. What led you to that point? Why do you treat people like that? Why do you make those choices? Why do you behave in that way? And I'm like, I personally have gone through some shitty stuff in my life, but I've chosen on purpose to be aggressively positive because I don't want to make other people feel the way I felt when I was a kid. I don't want people to be in that situation ever. So it just so fascinating to me to watch people destruct relationships around them. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll watch it like a car crash. Fascinating to me. Because I'm like, you're an adult and you know what you're doing. So where is the planning here? Yeah, that's probably why.
That's really interesting. Like I can see where you're coming from, and I totally believe you, but that does not make any sense to me at all.
I'm not lying.
No, like I mean, of course it's fine. It doesn't make sense to me, but it makes sense to you, and both are
Mhm.
totally valid. Um, it's just weird that I feel exactly the opposite. I
Mm.
find real, believable people completely unrelatable. Give, give me a non-human humanoid race, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, that's my people.
But that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
It does. And it's not like I can relate to people, it's that I can see that I've met them before.
Okay. So it's not that
It's
we
not a
are.
self-reflective activity, it's more of an observational seeing patterns in people's personalities out in the wild.
Yeah.
Like the world is my zoo and I'm just watching all the fucking animals doing stupid shit every day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
great.
do stupid shit. I wouldn't say that I'm one of the more intelligent of the animals. However, I self analyze separately.
That's fair. We can never be truly objective about ourselves. So, yeah.
Just self depreciative.
Yeah. Constantly.
Oh, it's non-stop. I get these like fleeting moments of hubris, and that's usually when I go, oh, let me think of an example. Perfect example.
Okay.
Recently,
Mhm.
because of dog, we need to put a baby gate at the top of the stairs. So we bought a baby gate. I promise this isn't a long story.
Okay.
Bought a baby gate, and because of the size, I am a big woman. I have a very, very wide ass. I call it premium economy. Because I don't fit in economy seats because I got a fat ass. And so to get through this little baby gate at the top of the stairs, I had to go sideways to get down the stairs. Dangerous.
Okay.
So
That's
we've moved
not
it
safe
further.
yet.
Yeah, so we moved it further down the stairs to a safe area. We still need one at the top of the stairs. So there's me researching for about 3 hours to try and find some sort of like freestanding gate that's like a little playpen sort of thing to stop dog from going down the stairs. And I decided that we should probably just make one. And that's where the hubris comes in. I go, I'll just fucking make one. I'll just put it together. It's fine. And then I get most of the way through planning it and go, oh, I can't be bothered. And that's the only self-confidence I ever have, is my fleeting belief that I can do anything.
I
Until
feel
I come
that.
to one roadblock and I go, no, I don't want to do it anymore. This is shit.
I feel that. I feel that. Like, that actually used to be, okay, it probably still is, but like, it used to be a problem for me in my writing because anytime I would run into a problem and get frustrated, I would just give up. I would just lose interest and the project dies.
Yeah.
But I've had to find ways to cope with that with this project because it is so long running and it is so fucking complicated. There are constantly problems. Constantly. That can stymie me for 6 months at a time. So
Until you have an epiphany.
yes.
Sounds good.
But like, I've learned to deal with the frustration. Not well, but I've learned to deal with it well enough that I'm still basically functional.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. Basically functional is all we can really ask for. I guess.
Maybe that could be the new name for the show.
Basically functional. In fiction.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically fictional.
Oh my god. So what are your plans for the rest of the week? To like flash way back to maybe like 20 minutes ago.
Dog.
Dog.
Dog things.
Dog things. I mean, yeah, you could probably do dog things for 2 days straight without doing much else. Yeah.
I'm going to be sat there staring at her, taking hundreds of photos, going, oh my god, look at my daughter. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, honestly. When people are like, oh, do you want to hold my baby? I go, oh, no. If they're like, do you want to pet my dog? I'm like, fuck yeah, bring that dog right here, right now. I have no maternal instincts when it comes to babies. I do for adults and dogs.
I feel that. I mean,
what the fuck are you going to talk to a baby about? I don't know anything.
I mean, they're just tiny and cute, and like we are
Not always.
not
Sometimes
always. There are some ugly babies out there.
Yeah.
But you know, we evolved to find babies and baby-like things cute so that we would protect them and care for them so that our species would survive. I mean, that happened by accident. It wasn't by design. But like the people who find babies cute, naturally their babies survived better. So why am I talking about evolution and fucking Darwinism? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. I'm just gonna stop.
It's okay. Long story short, dogs are awesome. So that's basically
Yes.
what I'm going to be doing for the next few days. Yeah, and editing and things like that of videos.
Yeah.
Of a podcast. Nothing weird.
I had to think for a second. I was like, wait, what's weird? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine.
That's cool. Fucking hell, we've been talking for a whole hour.
Well, we've been talking for longer than an hour because we
true.
talked for like 20 minutes before we even started recording. So,
No shit.
yeah.
Oh, go us.
Yeah.
We could try. I don't know what this is.
I
Who am
don't
I?
either.
Who do I think I am? I do these like weird hand movements. Did I ever tell you about gesticulating?
I mean,
It's a story.
maybe. Okay.
The gesticulation story.
Okay.
So I do this a lot with my hands.
Mm-hmm.
You've probably noticed they fly around the space at all times. I've always done it. And I didn't know that I was using the wrong word until I was about 16. And so there's me gestating all over the place until someone then corrected me. And to me, that is the equivalent of someone having broccoli in their teeth and not telling them. People will have heard me say it and thought nothing of it. So either they're misinformed or mean.
Probably misinformed. Like, never
So.
attribute to malice what can be explained by stupidity. I don't know if I quoted that correctly, but that's the idea.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it does. And it's, I don't want to say it's universally true, but like, most people aren't mean on purpose. They're just not either in the know or being considerate or whatever. So, yeah. Where was I going with that? Right. They probably just didn't know that the word is gesticulating and not gestating.
That's okay. Anyway, I don't gestate. So.
I don't either. Well, I read somewhere once that like it's there was some book that I read about writing, and this person was referring to the planning phase where you don't really do much except think, as the novel gestating. I was like, okay. I mean, I don't really like that, but it's cute, so I'm glad that works for you.
I think I'd prefer incubating.
That does sound creepier.
I was just thinking, oh, that was a bit high pitched. I was like thinking about little ducks.
Oh, okay. Eggs. Oh my god, I had ducks as like pets when I was a kid.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't have to hatch them from eggs, but we did have to keep like lights on them to keep them warm. So yeah, incubation, like little ducks. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're very cute.
Very cute.
Little ducks. Very cute.
Incubation. Yeah. My novel's incubating. That makes it sound like it's gonna rip out of my chest though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love the Alien films, so it's fine.
I haven't seen any of them, but it's because things rip out of people's chests.
Yeah.
I'm not down for that.
If that makes you uncomfortable, you'll hate them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a fun time.
They're my favorite films. They're my favorite films.
Oh, that doesn't really surprise me, but
well, that's okay. That's okay.
No, like it. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't
You
surprise me.
don't have to explain yourself. It's okay. It's just an observation you've made.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, I just can't handle how much of an ass I'm being today. It's fine.
You're not being an ass.
Oh, okay, cool.
Try harder. It does not. It takes a lot to upset me.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not true. If you like raised your voice at me and said you were disappointed, I'd immediately sob. But just don't tell me off. It makes me sad. But no, you can say what you like. I'm British. We have sarcasm. It's kind of part of the language.
Noted. Noted and logged. Also, something about it's funnier when people say dumb shit and then the reactions. I don't know. Where's that sentence going, Sora? Please.
Down
please
the toilet, apparently. Bloody hell.
Please think first before you speak. Thank you.
That was a drive-by thought. My goodness.
I don't know where that was going. Something about humor and sarcasm and people saying dumb shit and it being funny. I'm sure that was relatable. Laugh at me. Thank you.
I didn't know if it was a command, so I thought I'd do it a little bit.
No, I was literally talking to the Coliseum of people watching.
Oh, hello.
The Coliseum of book goblins.
You guys are so cute.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Motherfuckers. Honestly, I'm sick of myself today. Sick of myself.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about what book we're going to be talking about next this time? Or do we want to keep it under wraps until we know for sure we're going to be talking about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep it under wraps,
okay.
I think.
Hush, hush.
And we should just let it be a surprise each time from now on. The cryptic nature of this little section right here, right now, means that you'll never know. You're never going to know why.
Nope.
Secrets.
I will take that to my grave. What? It's a secret.
It's not on the internet.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh yeah, I have talked to my husband about it. So
yeah,
my
that's
friend
fine.
who I married, he knows.
Cool.
But otherwise, take it to my grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, the next time we are here, hopefully Dog will be here.
Yes.
And we'll have that. She'll be our guest for the day.
Awesome. We'll interview her about her reading and her writing.
She's gonna be so good.
Yes.
Cool. I've run out of shit to talk about, to be honest.
Yeah, same. I probably ran out of shit to talk about a while ago, and I've just kept going because I don't know how to stop.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's where we'll wrap it. Awesome. Like and subscribe. Do the things. Share this video. Tell your friends. Tell your parents. Don't tell your parents. Whatever. It's fine. Tell people. Oh my god. Stop.
Vet the episode before you share it with your parents in case it's weird. And I did drop a C-bomb earlier, so maybe check that.
Second one on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be the last.
No. We've just now both opened the cunt can.
I'm gonna get one for my shelf.
A cunt can? Okay. I just made that up, but...
I'm just gonna get a can of beans and put a new label on it, I think.
Okay. Sweet. Perfect. I will hold you to that. I'm gonna ask you about the cunt can until it shows up.
Let it be done.
Okay. I'll probably forget. That's fine.
I'll stylize it like the logo.
So perfect.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
That'll be for next time.
All right. Sweet. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're truly a hero.
Fucking trooper.
Yeah. Stay tuned, if you will, for more unhinged, completely unhinged talk about the unreal on the regular.
Okay, love you, bye.
Bye.
I'll cue the music. I'll play the music right there.